Hello, lovely people, and welcome to Fine Fives. And today I'm going to tell you the 5 finest cities in the world to travel to be in my opinion. Now, again, listen to the word opinion. This is not fact by any means, but it's from my own experiences and my own, just the way these places make me feel. And this is why I think these places are the best cities in the world. So coming in at number 5 is London. London is the city I've spent the most time in my life. It's a very big city. So London has a city area population of 7.557 million in the year 2019. And an urban area population of 9.382 million as of 2020 to 2021. It's a bit fuzzy, but I found this all online, and I will leave the links to the sources in the description. So some key facts about London. London is a very rich city. London has more billionaires than any other city in the world. I always find this very ironic, bearing in mind that on every street corner there are people in poverty. So sort it out, the UK government. Stop creating policies which favour the rich and harm the poor. Anyway, enough of complaining about London. Also, Londoners are referred to as Londoners, as I just said. So, why I love London. The first is very diverse. I love the fact it's diverse because it creates a more open-minded populace in London. And London is, the fact it's so diverse makes it just different to any other place you'd ever be. The second reason I love London is lots of working opportunities. It's easy to make money. The third reason is it has many great places to eat. Like, I've eaten food from around the entire world in London, made by people who were born in such a country, in such a place. Wonderful food. I must also say that West London is extremely beautiful. And it's very lovely, it's very posh, it's very clean, it's nice. North London's more multicultural, it's more vibey, is how I describe it, a very vibey place. South London's just full of commuters. Towards the south of it, and in the middle it's got a good grime scene if you're into that sort of music, as well as a very diverse population. And East London, it's got Canary Wharf, and it's very more working class, but it's a very up and coming area. It's very nice. So, I always say that due to London being a very big, diverse city, a journey around London is like travelling around the world. However, some things I do not like about London is the area is not the best, the crime is not the best, as well as the rampant inequality, but these are all issues which have been sorted out over time and will only get better. Coming in at number 4 of my 5 favourite cities in the world, and that is Tokyo. I've been to Tokyo once, and I must admit I absolutely loved it, although I did get a little bit of food poisoning. So Tokyo has a city population of 8.337 million in the year 2020, with Tokyo's traditional boundaries having that population, that is. And Tokyo has an urban area population, which is the whole greater metropolitan area of Tokyo, 37.359 million people as of the end of 2020. So, some key facts, which I found quite interesting, is Tokyo, formerly known as Edo, I believe that's how you pronounce it, do not quote me, was the first Asian city to reach 1 million people in population. Now I'm going to tell you why Tokyo is so great. Absolutely exquisite food. There's a restaurant we went to called Ichiban, I believe, and it's just the most weird experience. Everyone's in their own little cubicle, and you get served noodles through a little, it's like a little tray which opens, and the noodles get served through by someone, and they were absolutely delicious. It is the cleanest place I've ever travelled to. You'll never find anywhere as clean as Tokyo. Like, it's unbelievably clean. Imagine if you could define the word clean. The only word which can come to my mind is Tokyo. There's not a speck out of place in that city. It's unbelievable. So, as long with exquisite food, it's got a lot of options, from ramen to sushi to sukiyaki to them late night beers and kebabs Tokyo has something to offer absolutely everyone. Tokyo is very, very safe as well. I saw bicycles on the street unlocked without any security attachments. No locks, no padlocks. It's clear that people in Tokyo, and in Japan for that matter, are well educated and they trust each other. Unbelievable. I never felt in any danger when I was in Tokyo. It just felt very relaxing. Not like most cities where you're a little bit more on edge in these big Western cities. Tokyo also has the best public transport system I've ever experienced in my life. Getting around Tokyo is extremely easy and simple, with very quick interchanges. It is a low cost and easy system to use. It's very logical. It just uses numbers, and you can get around the city so quickly, covering such a vast, enormous distances in such a short amount of time, because their public transport is unbelievable. Now, according to Demographia in Tokyo, 57% of people take a ride on public transport every day. This will help Tokyo in many ways, from less clogged up roads, fitter people due to having to walk around more to make connections when they're moving around the city, as well as less pollution due to fewer cars on the road. So Tokyo have things in place. But the things with Tokyo is it doesn't have the... what's the word? It doesn't give you that special feeling inside, which you get from some cities, which is why we move on to number 3, which is Paris, or Paris, as the English will call it, but I believe the French call it Paris. Paris is a city of 2.138 million people within the city area of Paris in the year 2020, and it has a 2021 urban population of 11.956 million people. So why is Paris such a great place? So the first is incredible food. I love them crisp, warm, succulent baguettes and croissants in the morning. You wake up and all you can do is smell the croissants, that buttery goodness. You just want to lay in it and go to sleep with it. I also think Paris is just an absolutely beautiful place. Within the main city area, where everyone goes near the Eiffel Tower, that area, near all the big stations. But I just think it's absolutely stunning architecture, and it's like you're in a movie when you're there. You have to experience it. It's something you must do before you die in life, is go to Paris and just experience the way the city makes you feel, in the sense of beautiful architecture, beautiful people as well, very well dressed people. It all adds to the experience of being in Paris. The Parisians dress very well, and that, along with the good dressing, along with the beautiful architecture, the beautiful views of the Eiffel Tower, it just combines into one incredible experience of a trip. Paris also has a shopping experience like no other. As you probably have heard before, Paris is the fashion capital of the world, with Hermes, Louis Vuitton, Gucci on every street corner in the centre, in the posh part. Additionally, you can get very good deals on a lot of luxury goods in Paris because it's the epicentre for these products. So you're not paying the transportation fees or as many taxes as you would if you were buying in, for example, Shanghai or somewhere like that. And lastly, it's just a city of pure love and romance. Like, you got the love lock bridges, you got the big walls with saying I love you in every language. It's just fantastic. It's just a fantastic place. Coming in at number 2 is Barcelona. Dun, 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 Barcelona. Dun, 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 as Ed Sheeran would say. Barcelona is a city I absolutely adore. So Barcelona has a population of 1.621 million people within the city limits in the year 2019. And 5.586 million people in the metro area in the year 2020. This is the urban area populace. So, with Barcelona, it has absolutely stunning views. Just absolutely stunning. I remember going to the Tibidabo, I believe, or Tibidabo viewpoint. It was just unbelievable. You know, you have this big hike up a hill. The whole day's an experience. You're walking up these hills and you're always seeing better and better views. And when you get to the top of this long hill, which is a road, you just get there and you're just like, oh my God, look at the view. It's incredible. I also thought Barcelona had very good infrastructure and public transport. There's never a problem getting around Barcelona. Easy as pie. Very friendly and helpful local people. You know, if you have a problem in Barcelona, someone will always give up 5 or 10 minutes of their time even to help you. Very selfless, kind and friendly, sociable, great people in Barcelona. I also really enjoy some of the architecture in Barcelona. A city like Paris is beautiful. It gives you that special feeling. It's like, some cities are great. Cities like Tokyo and London, they're great cities, but they're not. I think cities like Barcelona and Paris, and the top one in my list, they're special. They're special, and that's something which is hard to put your finger on. You can't really describe it, but it's the feeling it gives you inside when you're there. It's just you're on a different energy. I also really like the Sangria, La Familia. I think it's just absolutely unbelievable architecture, and the fact it's been built for so many years just makes it just a very interesting thing to think about, really. And also the beaches in Barcelona are great. Everyone's relaxed, just wants to have a good time. No one's judging each other, no one's thinking about anyone. That's the thing with the whole of Spain, is people are a lot less judgmental and a lot less, you know, they don't care what people are doing. They're very liberal, very kind people. They're not going to be, oh, you're doing this, we can't like you anymore. You know, they accept people for who they are, and I think that's a very important thing. And again, great food as well. I've had so much good food in Barcelona in my life, and it's such a good price. You know, I remember having some nice foyer, which was absolutely delicious. I can't remember the name of the restaurant, but you don't need to. In Barcelona, just look for the places which are busy. Go to them. You will not regret it. Now, coming in at number 1 is you're going to be surprised, because the rest of these cities on this list are mega cities or just very big cities in general. Like, you know, Tokyo and London are big mega cities in my opinion. Tokyo is definitely a mega city. It's a giga city, if that's a thing. It's enormous. It's one of the most populated cities in the world. Paris is a big city as well. Barcelona is reasonably big. But this last city, which is my favourite city I've ever been to, is not a big city. And it's only got a population, apparently, of 88,959 in the year 2011. But it is the beautiful, great, relaxing Roman city of Bath in Somerset, UK. Bath is a very, very, very special place. So some facts about Bath. It only has an area of 29 kilometres squared. So it's not the biggest place in the world. It's home to a very prestigious university, the University of Bath, which is apparently one of the best universities in the UK. Very tricky to get into. It has a Bath rugby team, which I hear is absolutely fantastic and is one of the best in the country, I should say. And its residents are known as Bathonians, apparently. So why I think Bath is so great and why I love it is one of the most beautiful cities I have ever been to. It still has an ancient, well-restored Roman architecture, which is absolutely surreal to walk around. It's just beautiful. It's incredible. It's like you're in the past, but it's also in the present. And another thing I like about Bath is because it's very old-fashioned. It's not like, you know, them big American cities or London where it just takes forever to do something. Everything takes ages to get around. Bath is a walk-in city. You can get anywhere in Bath, I'd say, within 20 minutes, 30 minutes. It's not a massive city. Like, you can get to all the good places, I should say, in 20 to 30 minutes. You can just it's very good for walking. There's lots of unique alleyways, and it's just a beautiful place. It's hard to explain. It's got the great bath spa, some lovely views of the mountains, and not mountains, hills, I should say. But it's just absolutely a stunning place. I'm going to put some images and some videos of Bath in this video, and I hope you can share the same opinion with me. It has many amazing restaurants with good choices to eat. My favourite restaurant, which me and my lady absolutely adore, is the Chili Family Noodles in Bath. It's by the train station, and it's an absolutely amazing, authentic Chinese restaurant, a mainland Chinese restaurant, much better. It is incredible there. It is so incredible dishes. Another thing about Bath is it's not too expensive to visit as well. You know, it's reasonably cheap to get there, and once you're there, you know, a meal out for two, a good meal out, I should say, it'll be about £35, which is about $45 or about €40. It's not too bad. It's not cheap, but it's good. And I just definitely recommend you visit there. I can't really say enough good things about Bath, apart from it's absolutely fantastic. Anyway, it's been a bit of a longer Find Finds video today, but I feel if I do short videos, I can't get the same amount of detail in. So I decided to do a long video, and it's just naturally happened that way. I thought it was only going to be 5 minutes, but it turned out to be almost 17 minutes. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this Find Finds video, and I hope this could inspire you to maybe move to one of these cities, or visit these cities, or just travel to these cities, because you will not regret it. Thank you so much for listening today. I very much so appreciate your time. If you have any suggestions, just leave it in the comments box. Thank you very much. I love you all. This is Find Finds.